Audiobooks.com Publishing presents The Other End of the Leash by Patricia McConnell. Read by Ellen Archer. Copyright 2016 by Audiobooks.com Publishing. Print and ebook copyright 2002 by Patricia McConnell. Introduction. It was twilight, so it was hard to tell exactly what the two dark lumps on the road were. Cruising at 70 miles an hour on the interstate, tucked between a station wagon and a semi, I was contentedly driving home from a herding dog trial. But as the black shapes got closer, my state of serenity shifted. They were dogs. Live dogs, at least for the moment. Straight out of a Walt Disney movie, an old golden retriever and an adolescent heeler mix were trotting in and out of the highway, oblivious to the danger. Years ago, I had watched a dog hit head-on by a car, and I'd give a lot to get the image out of my mind. It seemed inevitable that it was going to happen again. I pulled off the road and parked behind another truck. Friends from the trial who were driving ahead of me had also seen the dogs. We exchanged terrified looks and ran back toward the dogs on our bank of the stream of traffic, the dogs across the lanes as if across a flooding river. They looked friendly, used to people, perhaps even happy to see something with legs instead of tires. Traffic was moving fast across all 4 lanes. Visibility was poor. The traffic noise was deafening. There was no way the dogs could have heard us speak to them. At just the wrong time, the dogs started ambling across the road to us. We threw out our arms like traffic cops and lunged forward to stop them. They stopped, a second before a Miller beer truck would have hit them. For a moment, we stood there frozen, terrified. The responsibility of doing just the right thing, of somehow interfering in a way that would save their lives rather than ensure their deaths, weighed like a stone in our bellies. We called to them at a break in the traffic, bending over in a playbow and turning our bodies away to encourage them to come to us. Then we would turn and stop them like traffic cops when the cars in the next lane loomed over the hill, coming so fast, I was sure they'd be killed. This silent dance of life and death continued, our bodies turning back and forth, our only means of communicating through the noise of the traffic. It all seemed to happen at the speed of light, the dogs oblivious to the danger, moving forward toward us, then stopping, then backing up as we moved our own bodies to thread them through the traffic. But that, plus a lot of good luck, was enough. Just by shifting forward with our arms out, we could stop the dogs, and by shifting backward and turning away, we could get them to move toward us. No leash, no collars, no control but the effect of our bodies, communicating come and stop with the turn of a torso. I still don't understand how they made it, but they did. I will forever be grateful for the responsiveness of a dog to the right visual signals. All dogs are brilliant at perceiving the slightest movement that we make, and they assume that each tiny motion has meaning. So do we as humans, if you think about it. Remember that minuscule turn of the head that caught your attention when you were dating? Think about how little someone's lips have to move to change a sweet smile into a smirk. How far does an eyebrow have to rise to change the message we read from the face it's on? 1/10 of an inch? You'd think that we would automatically generalize this common knowledge to our interactions with our dogs, but we don't. We are often oblivious to how we're moving around our dogs. It seems to be very human not to know what we're doing with our body, unconscious of where our hands are or that we just tilted our head. We radiate random signals like some crazed semaphore flag, while our dogs watch in confusion, their eyes rolling around in circles like cartoon dogs. These visual signals, like all the rest of our actions, have a profound influence on what our dogs do. Who dogs are and how they behave are partly defined by who we humans are and how we ourselves behave. Domestic dogs, by definition, share their lives with another species, us. And so this is a book for dog lovers. But it's not only a book about dogs. It's also a book about people. It's a book about how we're the same as our dogs and how we're different from them.